one's design is kind of loosely based off of the temple at the beginning of Breath of the Wild, I want to say. I've only ever played the beginning part of Breath of the Wild, so I can't necessarily give you more details than it's the big building at the kind of cathedral-like building at the beginning of it. I sort of built this in Creative World, but as you can see, I'm just kind of mapping out the set of it. As I get further along in this, I discovered that based upon the tower that I built a couple weeks ago, that I definitely needed to adjust my scale a bit. It just felt so big in the Creative World, which is, of course, a flat plains or whatever, and so it felt a little off, so I scaled it down, which now I wish that I kept the original scale to it, because it's just way off. But anyways, it was a bit of a slow go on this one, because it's not in Creative World. I had to collect all of the stone, but thankfully at this point I had a Silk Touch pickaxe, so I was able to just pick up the stone and not have to actually return it into stone because I got swapped into cobblestone. But if you guys have any general building tips, I started off with basically just building it up with stone, kind of getting a general feel for it. Had I stepped back and seen the sides of it, I probably would have made some adjustments, but we didn't go with that. I think this would have definitely been easier if I had had an Elytra while I was working on it, but I didn't, so we just kind of had to go with it and hope for the best. You can sort of see that I have some nether armor or nether equipment. I didn't get the full set, it just was taking me forever. I did put it on my sword. Don't ask me why I picked the sword over the shoes. I do know. So the shoes, I didn't put the shoes on it because I really wanted to get feather falling on my shoes, but I wasn't able to get it on for this set, and I just kept on getting my levels up and resetting it, and I just wasn't getting anything. So I eventually gave up on putting netherite on the shoes. I was just gonna let them die and then try again with a new pair of shoes. So that's why they aren't doing it. You can see here that I'm swapping in between stone and andesite, and that's because I wanted to be able to mark the sections that were going to have windows. And here you can see me contemplating going, have I counted this incorrectly? Because it's all based off of general counting. I have this written out on some engineering paper, but that's about as good as it can get. I also find it kind of funny the fact that I have this all built up high in the tower when I above the air when I need to match up with different spots, but I didn't feel like building it further down. Unlike all the other places, as you can see a little bit to the left, I decided to build that one up on the actual ground, but this one, no, we're just towering right over ground. We're just going to go with it from there. As the general structure started to take shape, I started messing around with some stairs to try and get a little bit more of a texture to it. I have a really hard time with getting stairs positioned the way that they're supposed to be. I don't know why. It could just be that I haven't fully figured it out. I did get a little bit better as I went, but it wasn't ideal. And in this version, you can see I'm building it with stone, which is fine because I knew I was going to go back and try and do the Minecrafty texture thing. I just haven't gotten around to it. I did eventually swap this out for stone bricks because I thought that it looked nicer, but initially for this tower, I was just building it with regular stone stairs. While I'm doing this, leave a like if you like it, and subscribe and comment if you have any building tips or tricks. I would say tell me things to build, but I'm not a good builder, so we're just gonna go with it. I do eventually want to make fancier farms and stuff, like a creeper farm. I saw was suggested in one of the comments, which I thought was really cool. And I looked at a couple of the designs. I'm just terrified that it's just not going to work, and I'll just fail. I also, one of the creeper farms that I saw was marked for, you had to have cats, which I think have been all of them. I've just never tamed a cat, so I don't really know how but it's the regular cats that I have a real apparent hard time with. Then to give the towers a little bit of detail, I added these stone walls, which I thought was kind of cool. In my opinion, they were cool. They might not actually be cool, but in my opinion, it was cool. This took me a couple of days to kind of get the general idea of it. But for the most part, I really enjoyed just messing around with building for a little while and kind of making something actually look like something I've made. So here I'm swapping out the corner stairs so that it lines up a little bit better. Because I just like how the walls ended up meeting up. And most of this was just me building as I went, sort of figuring it out from there. I didn't have a design. I know that there are people that have made the Zelda version. I just haven't. I wasn't able to find it. And here I'm just adding this weird like kind of detail in the front because again, the Zelda tower had it. So ta-da, it's sort of to begin with. And now over here I'm trying to dig out the other side of the mountain where I'll have to build the second tower. You can sort of see the beginnings of my beacon in the background. I don't have enough iron to make a full one, and so I just made the biggest base at the bottom, and I'm slowly building my way up, which is probably the opposite direction of the way that you're supposed to go, because I have a feeling that you're supposed to go from the smallest squares and then work your way down to the big one, but I just wanted to make the big one first. So we just went with it. This one is set for haste because you can't see it here, obviously, because there's no effect on my haste or whatever. But I did it for haste because below this castle type area is I think it's marked as a slime chunk from how I write it on my seed map. And so I went there and I went off of that one to sort of make sure that right here, this is the little slime area. And I was kind of digging it out because I really wanted to get an actual slime farm so I could make some kind of cool farms and redstone mechanisms and stuff. But yeah, so I did the haste here, which you can't see the effect because it's off. And here I started taking out the villager houses that kind of took place in between, which was a little nerve-wracking because one of them, this one right here that I'm walking past, had a golem that had spawned on the second floor of it, and I was absolutely terrified that he was I was going to accidentally hit him when I was taking him down. I'm down at this point. But I was afraid that I was going to accidentally hit him and he was going to kill me. And it'd be like, well, that's it, guys. I was building this really cool thing, but I didn't ever get to finish it because reasons. Yay! second floor because I decided that for one part of it I was going to use the second floor towards the front entryway. Oh, I guess you can sort of see this in the background. Okay, got him outside. But yeah, so I decided to do brick, what is it, not brick, but stone bricks for the, and they're slabs for the upstairs. And then I also really got into for the initial build part, really using scaffolding because I liked the idea of being able to fall down and not die, and also make my way up and down pretty quickly. I had seen some other YouTubers use it and make games and stuff, so like first gamers and stuff. When I was first watching YouTube use it, I just had never had the opportunity to be able to make scaffolding. But because I have that bamboo farm that I made last week, I was able to make scaffolding for days. And so that's what we did. I do eventually adjust this. I know that it looks kind of weird how it's kind of not centered. It's adjusted. Anyways, I guess I'll see you guys next week. Bye.